So Diddy is guilty of committing every single sin, but like Miss Hill once said, you ain't never gonna win when you ain't right within. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So did y'all miss me? Because I missed you. And you know, I've been sitting on this topic for a while. I've been going back and forth if I wanted to talk about it. And one thing that I did predict a few months back was the fact that Cassie was going to be the catalyst for industry change. Well, it looks like she's about to be the catalyst for change across the board. When I tell y'all, the music industry is just... it's just highly unethical. Like, all of these things that are coming out about Diddy, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I'm very surprised. There is a lot of variables and scenarios that is going into this whole entire Diddy case. You know, him allegedly having like these female celebrity Instagram models and the rapper Young Miami being his quote-unquote sex workers, and also rumors of sex trafficking. But in my opinion, I want to focus on the gayness of it all. So I want you guys to just bear with me. I'm a little out of practice, so I may be a little all over the place, but just stick with me while we go down this journey of sodomy. So a little over 5 years ago, there were breadcrumbs about the whole Cassie and Diddy freak-off situation dropped from this man by the name of Jonathan Odie. Jonathan Odie was allegedly one of the escorts hired for Diddy and Diddy's freak-offs, and who's to say who else he was plowing. But over a half a decade ago, he was arrested, and he gave a very shocking revelation, not only about Diddy and the freak-out situation, but also about notable rappers just like Rick Ross and also DJ Khaled.
Diddy and Ross, which are good buddies, okay? Mm-hmm. They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, yeah. And P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Is a who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter. Okay.
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to inform the DEA. They move all the dope, on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs,
by the inside the United States. Okay, they move what's called high grade powder MDMA. They move cocaine, and they move liquid cocaine in their bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time. Alright, he calls it G-Jit, but it's liquid cocaine.
Now y'all, before I go deeper into this video, because it may be a little long and there may be a lot of allegations expressed, so I'm just gonna say allegedly. But in that footage, Jason Odie basically explained and exposed the fact that Diddy is definitely a part of the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a real thing, and also with the fact that a lot of these rappers and men in the music industry are basically gay or gay adjacent. And it's a deeper meaning towards the gay antics, like within this industry. We're going to talk about the whole entire ritualistic side about it a little bit later, but there's a lot of reasons why the gay agenda in the industry is a thing. Now, going back to that footage, I always wondered, like, for one, where did this footage come from? And for two, was this footage always out there? And was it just suppressed the whole entire time? Because we gotta keep it real. Diddy has been doing a lot of chicanery behind the scenes for years and years. The only thing is, he had the money and the support and the backing of the higher ups to kind of get all of these things that would spill his tea suppressed. But I feel like Diddy definitely pissed somebody like that was higher up above him and was giving him everything that he needed to feel abundant in this world, to feel and live like a king. But Diddy, a few months before that whole entire freak-off situation was exposed, he was suing the people that own Ciroc. Now, a lot of people thought that Diddy owned Ciroc, including me. I thought he was like the sole owner. I thought Ciroc was black-owned. But baby, Diddy was nothing more than a brand ambassador for that brand. So once Ciroc blew up, Diddy spun off and did his brand underneath the Diego brand, which actually owned Ciroc. He ended up doing De Leon. And Diddy felt some type of way that De Leon was not like blasted through the masses like Casamigos, which was helmed by George Clooney. Diddy was basically jealous of George Clooney with the fact that De Leon was not getting that backing like Casamigos was. Like Casamigos, to me, y'all, I love Casamigos. I love tequila. De Leon is trash and Ciroc is trash. But Diddy in his hubris decided to go against the Diego brand and sue them. And literally a few weeks after he tried to sue them, that's when that whole entire freak-off situation got exposed. Now Cassie, who's to say that Cassie wasn't forced to come out and expose everything? But I feel like the people kind of like pushed her to do this, like pushed her to come out and expose every single thing on top of them exposing that video with Jonathan Oldie exposing him. Cassie's lawsuit allegedly hit Diddy for $30 million, and billionaire or not, getting hit for $30 million in one transaction, I don't care how rich you are, that shit hurts. Like, you're going to feel that, especially with the fact that I highly doubt that he had $30 million in liquid cash. So it's to a point where your pockets got ran for $30 million, probably more, because they didn't expose the amount. But you got ran for that amount of money, so now you're hurting, and now you can't pay off the people that were going to expose you. Now you can't really, like, suppress things with your money like you could in the past. Therefore, that gaslighted a lot of individuals to come for his ass. And this situation ended up exposing that Diddy is not only just allegedly a part of the LGBT community, but also with the fact that he is a groomer of young women and young men. So speaking of one of the first people that Diddy groomed, let's shift the focus to Usher. Now you guys, I love Usher, and like I said earlier, allegedly, but it's been a wide known rumor that Diddy groomed Usher from when he was like about 15 or 14 years old. When it comes to Usher and Diddy, I find it really funny that Usher tried his best to kind of like skirt from this situation. Now, I don't have the timeline all the way like together, like I'm just really going off the dome, so bear with me. But I find it funny that once Usher had that mediocre Super Bowl performance, he hurried up and ran and got married to a light-skinned, hard-faced wife that doesn't talk. It's crazy, but that Cat Williams interview, I feel like, was the main thing that kicked off everything that's transpiring in 2024. He literally expressed that once you get in these clubs and start getting all your accolades and like literally everything that the higher ups give to you, you get that package, you get your just dues, you get like your accolades, like I said, you get the tour, you get the Super Bowl performance, and you also get that light-skinned, hard-faced wife.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was gonna expose. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Usher got that package, and then literally a few weeks later, bam, another lawsuit about Diddy and his gay shenanigans. The next person that was in line to sue Diddy was Rodney Jones, aka Little Rod, who was a producer on Diddy's Love album. Now you guys, I gotta keep it real. When I first saw this lawsuit, I did not take it seriously. Because for one, the allegations kind of didn't really... You know, I didn't take it seriously mainly because Christian Keys. I gotta keep it real with you. Christian Keys came out after Cassie and was trying to, you know, basically extort a higher up, somebody like a black individual that was a higher up to get that Cassie payday. And I will say, where is Christian Keys at? Please let me know. But Rodney Jones was suing Diddy mainly because Diddy didn't pay him for his work on the Love album. And then on top of that, Diddy promised him that if he were to sleep with Meek Mill, allegedly, sleep with Usher, allegedly, and get plowed by Stevie J, allegedly, then he would get a Grammy on top of his payday. Now, I will say, another reason why I didn't take it seriously is because within that lawsuit, he provided pictures of like said individuals. Like he claimed that Stevie J was in this sex tape plowing some miscellaneous white bottom, but that was later revealed to be the porn star by the name of Knockout. And I gotta say, I'm pretty familiar with Knockout and Knockout's entertainment library. But, you know, sidebar, I actually saw him out at Crocker one night. Crocker is like a very famous like black gay club in Houston and Montrose. I saw him out, and I gotta say, seeing these porn stars in person, they just be so damn, so frail and feminine. Like, the fantasy is just shot. But anyway, seeing him using Knockout's picture of his sex tape basically had me feeling like, okay, is this like a grab? Like, where did you even get this picture from? Like, it felt like you were watching gay porn and you literally just, you know, saw somebody that semi-looked like Stevie J and inserted that picture within the lawsuit. But after the transcript of that lawsuit was exposed a few weeks ago, some weird things really started to transpire. Like, for one, there was a picture that resurfaced of Meek Mill and Diddy literally dressed like twins. And I looked at that picture and I was just like, now what grown-ass man, especially like a rapper, a gangster rapper at that, from Philly or wherever he's from, why would you want to dress up like this older man, like another man? Like the way they were twinning in that picture was just very weird to me, y'all. There was also a video of Diddy like literally just getting his life to Meek Mill rapping, like, and then calling him daddy in certain videos, and I'm just like,
I was fucking this bad bitch, you fucking me good, and every time was drove me crazy. I pulled up to her crib, I was in that 19 Mercedes. I was fucking this bad bitch, you fucking me good, and every time was drove me crazy.
Y'all seen how Diddy looked back at him like that when he said he was fucking his bad bitch? Watch.
I was fucking this bad bitch, you fucking me good, and every...
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
And then circling back to Cassie's lawsuit, Diddy is basically a cuck. Like, one thing that Cassie noted in that lawsuit is that the male escorts were the BBC. You know, these male billionaires have a BBC fantasy. They want to see their woman plowed by a BBC. For some reason, they just love the big black cock. And then another thing with Meek Mill allegedly abused Nicki Minaj. And anytime I see a man, especially with a bad bitch, like abusing them and treating that woman like shit, that's just DL behavior. And then y'all, this may sound ignorant, but just seeing how Meek Mill's been moving lately, I just feel like he is consistently getting gayer by the second. And then also with the case of Stevie J. Now Stevie J, we haven't really heard much from him in a while. I think the last time I heard something from him is when it was exposed that him and Faith Evans were getting a divorce. And they're still in the process of getting a divorce. Like, what is taking so long? But he's been more visible recently. Like, he's came out on social media, like, in gospel music, basically, like, dispelling all these rumors against Diddy. Like literally going to bat for Diddy. And then he's been seen out with Diddy more frequently recently. And it's just, it's giving weird, and it's also giving ammunition to Rodney's lawsuit. And then on top of that, literally a week ago or 2 weeks ago, Diddy's house got raided. It got raided, and after it got raided, you literally see him, now this may be a publicity stunt, but you literally see him and Stevie J in Miami the following week, like just turning up with fans, taking pictures. Them dumbass fans were so excited and happy to see them. It's just like, ugh. But I find it funny that those two are just hanging out so heavily, especially with the fact that, now y'all, this is just a theory of mine. Now, I may be completely wrong. I actually seen this theory go out on like a certain amount of channels. Like, a lot of people think that Diddy actually orchestrated this raid, and he orchestrated this raid to kind of remove some incriminating information from his mansion. His kids were just the collateral damage in the situation, but it's like, what good of use is he to his kids if he's in prison? It's like, yeah, my kids were in handcuffs for a quick second, but I'm going to be out for a lifetime, and I'm definitely their lifeline, because for some reason his grown-ass kids still have not cultivated a source of income on their own. So therefore, he's cool with his kids getting in handcuffs as long as the incriminating information's out. And I find it funny that, like, oh yeah, you're partying up in Miami because now you're in the clear, basically, because you orchestrated that raid. Now, I gotta say it again, allegedly, but I feel like the incriminating information that was removed from his house was literally going to be the key source to exposing that he is not only a sex trafficker, but a groomer and probably low-key a pedophile. Now, circling all the way back to Usher again, do you guys think that a few months back that Diddy actually warned Usher that all this was going to transpire? Because, like I said earlier, Diddy allegedly groomed Usher when he was a teenager. And then, you know, Usher found Justin Bieber. And then he literally fed Justin Bieber to Diddy. And Diddy probably allegedly groomed him for how the music industry is going to move. Like, how you need to move in the music industry to see some form of success.
It's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented, you know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen,
having a good time, yo.
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart.
Don't you guys find it funny that the main thing that is valued within this industry, especially in the music industry, is youth? Well, one thing I always say is the key to your soul is your pussy hole. Now, that may be like a funny little slogan of mine, but it holds a lot of weight. Way back in the summer of 2023, before this Cassie and Diddy situation was even a thing, a psychic medium by the name of Sloan Bella channeled Kim Porter and exposed something very, very sinister that made her actually want to go to the authorities. Like, Kim Porter, if you guys don't know, was in the process of going to the authorities about something that she saw pertaining to Diddy.
A few years before Kim passed, so probably 2016-ish time frame, thereabouts, could have been 2017, but a long enough time where it was more than 12 months, might not have been quite 2 years, she was speaking to authorities. Now, who the authorities are, I don't think it's like local cops. I think it's maybe more like people who investigate things. She was speaking to them about something that she became aware of. And she had never been aware of this before. She'd been aware of a lot of things. Don't kid yourself. She was not sheltered and she was not naive to whom she had children with. But this was different. This was like a whole notch up of like, oh my God. She was communicating with authorities. I heard that. Authorities were aware of something, that information that she had, and were asking her to gather more, and I'll use the word intel, but more information about a particular instance. The instance, what I was shown is the instance went back to a party which was not thrown by her husband, not husband, baby daddy, was not thrown by him. It was a party that she attended. At this dinner, there was some brokering deals done, okay? Because I feel like she was invited and observant, but not participant, okay? So she was not participating in this, but she observed what was going on. And I feel like it upset her what she heard. When they say that her former baby daddy and people did not want her to write a tell-all book about what she witnessed, and they are dumbing it down to the fact that they think that P. Diddy is on some kind of spree for removing people who speak about this because he's gay. That is not the issue. I want you to hear me. That's one thing, and he may have his own shame about that, and it may be culturally not right for him, whatever. Get in line in society. That is not what this is. What is a way to break down a person? A way to break down a person is to take away their internal security. To take away their internal security is to control them, because once they've lost their sense of self, they are easily manipulated into being what you need them to be. Now take that in terms of children. When we abuse children, okay, in this world, that is what we are doing. They are harboring just an insane amount of insecurity and lack of knowing of strength and self and knowing about source connection, because it's been ripped away from them. So what if, instead of saying he's gay, we say that he partakes in ritualistic sodomy passages of right in order to control the soul body of the physical body of the person? That is what I'm actually believing is going on. I don't believe that a lot of what we think is, quote, gay behavior. Technically it's what we label gay behavior, the action. If you're with the person of the same sex and you do that, then that is labeled that. So when it's same sex and when it comes to men in power, how did they get into such power? I want you guys just to consider this, because they're no different than you. No one has any secret magical talents out there that makes them so much better than you. Seriously, some people may be able to sing better, but it's not him, okay? But ask yourself why there's such a predominance of, quote, gay behavior. Because it's not gay behavior. That's not what we're talking about. There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic sexual deviancy used to harness energy of a human being. So let's look at it this way. If you want energy that's as big as a diamond like that and as authentic, where do you get it from? You get it from children. And what if you are using those ritualistic behaviors at children? What if you're doing that with children? What if you are putting spores into children? Okay, what do I mean by spores? Energetic hooks. What if you are putting energetic hooks through the act of ritualized sex? Not sex, not like, oh my God, I'm hot, I want to fuck that person. Not that kind of sex. Ritualized, thought out, planned specifically to rip the person down and hide behind their energy. That is what we are talking about. We are talking about the ritualizing, sexualized aggression directed at young children, mainly male, in order to harness their energy. What if that is what is going on? Because that is what's going on. I'm using it as a question, but I want you to kind of explore that because it sounds crazy when I'm saying it. That is what she hooked into. That is what she found out. The ritualized sexual abuse of minors in order to tap into energy portals within the soul body or spirit body and then hook into that energy. Now, when that happens, the person, and we'll just use somebody like Justin Bieber, the person who's had that happen, he's given what he wants, which is over here. We know Bieber was famous as a teenager and all of that. How do you think he got that way? Because they harnessed his energy and presented him while him, the self, is broken. He is broken and a shell of himself because he has lost his sense of self. They stole that. That is what they wear. So it's like they're wearing his clothes, but look at it in terms of energy. This is what Kim found out.
Y'all, when I heard that video of the psychic medium, it really made a lot of sense. The gay shit in the industry is pushed for a reason. The gay agenda is pushed for a reason. Like the pussy hole is basically a fountain of youth. It's a fountain of youth, vitality, and also a powerful energy source. And I hate to even say this, well, Sloan Bella already said it, the source is children. So my thing is this. So Usher, Lil Wayne, allegedly, and also Justin Bieber were brought into this industry and were groomed to move a certain way in order to get certain things. I may sound crazy to y'all, but the pussy hole is definitely an energy source, and I feel like that's why being gay and the whole entire like gay agenda in Hollywood is widely pushed, because behind the scenes they're doing something ritualistic with the anal cavities. I will never forget how Justin Bieber came into this game just very young, vibrant, and full of life. But over the years, he looks a disheveled, drained mess. Like, even like the way like these older celebrities would treat him, it's like they would just like cling on to him and just literally like be an energy vampire towards him. And all these older celebrities are just full of life, and he's left almost a shell of himself. And then with the fact that rituals aside, the industry is just gay as hell. Like the music industry is just gayer than Christmas, you guys. I'll never forget, I think on the first season of the Boondocks, there was this episode where Riley met his favorite rapper by the name of Thugnificent. Thugnificent pushed that whole, gangster rap agenda, just like hyper masculine, hard to the public. But he was literally a soft, submissive bottom behind the scenes.
Lincoln, you are taking this shit too far. This tape is itchy.
Should have thought of that before you did what you did, Frederick.
Look, guys, don't kill him. Whatever he did, he ain't do nothing to deserve this, man.
This is about things you're too young to understand, little man. This is about thuggin' love. I loved you, man.
What?
You broke my heart, man.
What the?
I got that thuggin' love.
Yeah.
I got that thuggin' love.
These niggas is still kissing.
Yeah.
Oh, they busted slop. Oh, man. I can't take it.
I was on tour. You gotta understand I was lonely. Oh, God.
Y'all, that episode also has me thinking, like, when these rappers be beefing, especially when they be beefing out of nowhere and for no reason, do y'all think they're really just beefing over dick? Like, I seriously believe that 9 times out of 10, when these rappers be beefing, it's over some gay shit. Like, y'all aren't slick. Like, somebody didn't get plowed enough behind the scenes. Like, that's literally what some of these rap beefs give. A lover's quarrel. That's what it is. But overall, y'all, because I'm not gonna hold y'all, I will say today I'm happy that everything is just getting exposed. Like, we have put these male rappers and these moguls on top of a pedestal, and it just boils back down to the fact that they are human just like us. They've abused their power, and they really just ain't shit. Like, Diddy ain't shit, and Beasley says that Diddy is on some bullshit. I think collectively, everybody is just tired of the nonsense. We're tired of the fakery, and we're tired of the fuckery. And I'm proud that we're finally getting to a point where, like, all this shit is getting exposed, and one by one, day by day, it's getting purged out of this industry. Hopefully it happens soon so we can get back to some real artistry and some real content and really uplifting the people that deserve to be uplifted. But those are my views. Let me know what you guys think about this whole entire Diddy situation. It's an ever-evolving story, and I'm probably going to talk about it more down the line, but baby, I ain't got the time. Those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.